First Baptist Church, Pastor Scott here. Just wanted to share a few things with you, some announcements coming up, some things we want to make sure that you're aware of as we move into the next several days and weeks. One thing I want to make sure that you're aware of is this Thursday, May the 7th, is the National Day of Prayer. Because of all the coronavirus issues that have been happening, instead of having a large community-wide event, we're actually going to have each church available that people can go into their congregation or go into their building and pray on National Day of Prayer. We will have our building here at First Baptist Church open beginning at 7 o'clock in the morning. You can come in the sanctuary that morning through 7 o'clock that night. And we'll have some prayer queues available for you as we pray for our nation, as we pray for our communities, as we pray for our churches. And so I encourage you this week on the 7th, on Thursday, to come in and pray for National Day of Prayer. Of course, we've been talking about this for the last couple of weeks, but I want to make sure that you're aware of this as well. That Sunday, May 17th, we are planning to have a reopening for our facilities for Sunday morning worship. Real excited about this, excited to get back into this. We do want to make sure that you are aware there are some precautions that we are taking. We are only going to do one service this day, just to make sure that we're still doing the right things here. Just doing one service at 10 o'clock. We will be having people sit in every other pew for social distancing, families sitting together, but every other pew. We'll also have the chapel available for maybe any moms who may come up here with their child, and they can go in there and still be able to watch the service. But we're having that available because we're not going to have childcare just yet. Want to hold off on that for a while to have people in small rooms with the kids. But also have the gathering available for any overflow if more folks show up than we're anticipating on that day. So again, that's May 17th. Make sure that you're aware of that for a reopening. We will have a station set up for hand sanitizer, so we'll let you do that. We'll have plenty of hand sanitizer set up. The facility will be thoroughly cleaned before then as well, just to kind of get you ready for that. So please be aware of all that stuff. And let me emphasize this. If you do not feel well on that day, if for some reason you're feeling sick or just don't feel good, please don't feel like you need to be at church that day. We want to make sure everybody is safe in here in the building, so please be aware of that. And with that, we will continue to stream our services online at Facebook as well as YouTube and on our church website. So please be aware of that. That will be available to you as we move forward in the next several days, weeks, and months. And probably even years, as we've seen the online opportunities are just getting bigger and bigger for people. A couple of things I want to make sure that you're aware of is our camp information. We've talked about camps now for a couple of weeks, and most of you know this by now, but unfortunately our children's camp at Falls Creek has been canceled, so please be aware of that. However, middle school and high school camps are going to happen. It's just going to be different than what it has been. Middle school camp will kick off on Sunday, July 19th, and will go through Wednesday, only 3 nights, Sunday, July 19th through the 22nd. Then high school camp will pick up that afternoon, Wednesday, July 22nd, and go through Saturday, the 25th, again, only 3 nights. This is completely different, but this does give us the opportunity to have camps for our middle school and high school students, so please keep that in mind. More details are coming with that as well. Also, make sure you're aware of Vacation Bible School. We're changing Vacation Bible School up quite a bit this year. Because of circumstances in our community, we're making it different. Instead of having a week-long Vacation Bible School, we're going to have 3 Sunday nights in a row. It will kick off, the first night will be June 7th, Sunday night, and then Sunday night, June 14th, and then the 21st. Those 3 Sunday nights in a row will have Vacation Bible School here at the church. Again, very different, but it's going to be a really neat opportunity for us to make some really interesting opportunities to minister to our kids in our church and to our community. With that, we're going to have a planning meeting next Wednesday, May 13th. You'll be here at the church. Actually, that may be a Zoom meeting. We'll give you more details about that, but Kaylee is setting up an opportunity for us to have a planning meeting for all of our workers on the 13th. Last thing I want to make sure that you're aware of course, this Sunday is Mother's Day. We won't be having worship in the building. We will be online again this Sunday beginning at 10 o'clock. But typically in the month of May, we've taken up what's called the Mother's Day offering. This offering does go benefit the Baptist Village communities as well as Oklahoma Baptist Homes for Children. And those two entities have decided not to push the offering because of all the things that have been happening in our world. But we do want to encourage you to know that you can give to this offering throughout the month of May. They didn't give us envelopes because, again, they didn't want to push this. But if you want to write Mother's Day offering on an envelope and write that and make it out to the church, we can make sure it goes to the right places. I know we've been asking for a lot of things over the last several months, and because of all things happening, we're not going to push this real hard, but we will make sure that you're available to know that this is being an opportunity that you can give to this if God leads you to do that. So pray what God would have you give, and just let this be an opportunity to continue to minister to those around us. Last thing I want to make sure you're aware of, a lot of you have asked about Chris Hager. Chris is doing great. His procedure went really well. Matter of fact, he was in my office yesterday. We did a Zoom call together. He was in his office for a while yesterday morning. He's planning on being here at the church this Sunday to help lead worship through playing the bass. And so God is just really taking care of him. So God, it's a great thing to see him doing so well. So again, church, thank you so much for taking time to watch this today. There's just a lot of things happening as we deal with the COVID-19 issues. And again, I just want to ask you if you would continue to pray that we seek the Lord's face to do the things he's called us to do, to continue to minister to our church family and to our community and to the world. Thanks so much. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon. God bless.